have so many feelings that we're feeling that are negative or negatively impacting our energy. Whatever we feel in overindulgence of in your energy that is unwanted. The reason for that is because you have to check in with your feminine energy. We live in a society that requires us to constantly be in our masculine energy, by the hustle culture, doing, that we don't even really know how to connect with our feminine energy and how to really balance those energies out. So then we find ourselves feeling overwhelmed, or what else you're feeling an overabundance of in a negative way that's negatively impacting your energy. Balancing your energy always starts at the beginning of your day. What are you doing as soon as you wake up? You have a window from the time you wake up until this window is over. You can basically set the tone for your day. So, like, in that allotted time, I don't know how much time it is. I just try to do my best within how much ever time I do have before my body, like, fully wakes up. I do this thing where I call it daily bread. So, I'm being very intentional from the time I wake up until, like, all day. And that's really just setting, like, the tone for how my day is going to go. So, like, if I'm not being intentional with my energy, it has the opportunity to be harvested elsewhere. Like, someone might come into work and they might be in a bad mood. If I haven't already checked in with myself and really centered my energy, I'm like a sponge, when it comes down to energy. Like, I receive it, and sometimes I receive it a little too much, especially if I haven't done a daily bread, if I haven't taken the time to really check in with my own energy before I went and took on somebody else's. I'll find that I'll have their feelings and not really understand why I'm feeling this way. But then when I realize, okay, well, I wasn't aware of my own energy, obviously, if I don't know what this energy is. So then I take the time to do my daily bread, and then I realize that either it was my energy and this was what I was feeling, or I took on someone else's and I give it back to them, with love and with careness and with kindness, and with care. And let that be that. But a lot of times we have to understand that sometimes the feelings that we're feeling are not really our own. So, like, that's why it's important to do daily rituals to make sure that you're checking in with your feminine energy, so that when you are out into the world, you're not just taking on anything. So, for my daily bread, I make sure that I'm giving gratitude when I'm, like, laying in the bed still, like seconds after I open my eyes. I'm giving gratitude, saying thank you, and for some reason I always say it 7 times. I don't really know why, but I'm doing that. I'm still working on not looking at my phone before I get out of bed, but I'm human. We do what we do. I'm working on it, but at some point I want to get to a point where I don't look at my phone until I finish doing all of my rituals, until it's time for me to record. Because after I give thanks, I realize that I have too much time where I'm, like, on my phone and I'm still laying in bed, and I'm like, I could have, like, been enjoying my day already, but I've, like, given time to whatever else it is that's outside of me instead of to me. That's why I'm really trying to, like, kick the habit, but we'll get there. And then after that, I rehydrate, or actually, while I'm in bed scrolling, I'm rehydrating. So then I eliminate or whatever and get myself together. I work out. I'll either go to the gym or I'll do a workout here in my living room. Or if I don't work out that day, I'll meditate in the bed. Where when I am working out, I'll come outside and sit in the sun. Like today was a beautiful day, so I was sitting in the sun because I worked out at home. And then I recorded a video. If I'm at the gym, I'm at the gym, and then I'll meditate, like, in the sauna after I finish working out. So, and then when I come home, I'll record a video. And it's kind of like that's what I do to begin my day, and I know that that's a long like process or whatever, but like I said, you don't have to do what I do, and that's just what I do and what I can do, what I'm fortunate enough to be able to do. Do what works for you, but having a ritual is important if you want to be successful, if you want to have a different mindset, if you really want to heal. You have to really check in with yourself and be centered, so that when you go out into the world, you're not so negatively impacted and you're not taking on so many different energies. And it don't even have to be from people, it can be from places. If you go into like a Walmart or a Target or something, and then there's like a lot of chaos or whatever, or whatever the case may be, center yourself so that when you do encounter these situations, because you're going to, you'll know how to handle it. You'll be okay. And it also just helps you to be able to see things clearly. It helps you to just gain a lot of clarity about yourself, about what to do next or not to do next, or what you're overindulging in, or what you need to do more of. It's just like really a check-in with yourself. And I think that we just don't do that enough. But I mean, I get it. We live in a society that prides itself on how much you can do in order to like validate and prove your worth to a bunch of strangers when you could be doing that for yourself. So that's why I take the time every day. And every day it looks a little different, and that's okay. But I take time to check in so that I'm not so easily swayed and affected by other people's energies, but also so that I know where I'm at. I'm checking in with me. I know what's bothering me. I know what's been on my brain. I'm taking the time to like check in with that instead of letting those thoughts just accumulate, and then next thing you know, like I'm the one putting off the bad energy or whatever. So yeah, that's all I'd say. Like, take the time to check in, take the time to be with self, and to really balance that feminine energy within you, because that's really all you're lacking. Your feminine energy is basically like over emotional. So when you are feeling that way, you're having these big emotions, it's your feminine energy that's asking you, like that needs you right now, and you're like neglecting it because you're telling your masculine. So check in with your girl, okay? And this goes for men and women, not just women, because a lot of y'all men are overly emotional as well. And I'm just calling it like I see it, but like, I mean, it's okay. You just need to check in with your feminine energy and make sure she's good, That's why you got an attitude. That's why you're moody. So yeah, check in with yourself and make sure you're good so that you can be good to others. And that energy just literally comes right back to you in so many different ways, as long as you can recognize it. So I think that's all I got to say today. I pray that you receive this message. If you want to work with me one-on-one, email me or DM me on my Instagram, and I'm going to put all of that information in the description box. Also, like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I have multiple different things that I can offer you. Just whenever you email me or DM me, just tell me what it is that you're looking for, and we'll see if we're the right match, and we'll go from there. So I pray that you guys have the most amazing day ever, and I'll see you on the next one.